going to talk about belts and belt structure and how to tie your obi. First, there are usually main 10 levels up to black belt, and they usually count down. White belt is usually 10, and it counts down to where brown belt or brown belt with 2 stripes is usually right before black belt. And black belt is where they start over again, and you start counting 1 to 10 again. Usually, what a true old school master is going to say is that you're a true student when you're a black belt. The reason it counts backwards is because the underbelt structure of a system is usually for the countdown. It's like you're in the negative. So what you're doing is you're training yourself to be ready to truly be trained. That's why most people get confused about training in martial arts, because they think they get their black belt and they've arrived. If you talk to a master level instructor, what they would tell you as a black belt is the person that is actually ready to start training and become really proficient. Not just someone that can block a few things or do a few cool techniques, which is what a black belt can do. What you'd like to do is make your martial arts as well as you can make it and try to grow yourself. And each one of these has a level. In our system, we have 4 different colors to black belt. In our style, what we've done is we've broken the 10 levels down into 4 basic colors with white as the 10th level. And then we work to the next with yellow, green, brown. What we consider is we consider this the spring. This would be your summer. This would be your fall. This would be your winter, which makes a certain cycle. And in our system, we also have a symbol that works the way of a clock. And the first 15 minutes, the second 15 minutes, third 15 minutes, and the last. And what it does, it gives you a well-rounded, seasonal feeling of becoming a martial artist. It's just like growing a plant. If you don't put good water on it when it's young, or you hurt it when it's young, it may not be able to grow properly. And that's why what we do is we do our system, and most systems do it this way, even though they may add colors into it. There again, there are 10 basic levels up to black belt and 10 black belt levels. We were talking about our charts. This would be called our underbelt chart. If you notice, it's broken up into 4 parts again. This line represents your belt. This line represents the center line of your body. This is the beginning level, which we call defensive angles, where you learn hard fist techniques. This is the soft circular motion, where you start learning soft techniques. This is the combined, where you start learning to put your hard and soft together in a way that you can protect yourself. And the black belt is a small circle, which represents focus. If you walk over to the other side, you will see that all of those angles are now on top of each other. And what this represents is what we call a black belt level. Someone that can take the defensive angles, or the hard, the soft, the combined, and focus, and take the different angles of it, put it all into one, and make himself a proficient martial artist. What we're going to do now is talk about how to tie your obi or your belt correctly. The first thing to do is to find the center of your belt, bend it in half, and make sure the ends and the tips are about even. Once you've found your center, what you do is you put the center on your belly button, wrap it around, and pull it forward. And what we find is you want to straighten it so that the tips are even. Once the tips are even, hold it tight. You take one side. Some people say left over right, some people say right over left. The real trick as a beginner is just to get the belt knot right. So what we'd like for you to do is take one side over the other and wrap both. Give it a little snug, straighten it up, then take the one that's on top over the bottom one. Wrap it through and give it a pull out this way. A lot of people try to pull it down, but to get a good correct knot,